algebra griffins. Today we're talking about I can calculate the x and y intercepts of a line written in standard form. So before we do that, let's go ahead and cover the forms that I expect you to know at this point. The first being slope-intercept. Slope-intercept form. Cleverly named because it gives you the slope, m, as well as the intercept, b. So slope-intercept form is that y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, b being the y-intercept, okay? That's the first one I expect you to know at this point and know for the rest of your lives. Have to know it. Absolutely necessary. Please know it forever. Next is point-slope form. Point-slope form. And again, cleverly named because you need a point and a slope. So you get y minus, no pencil with an eraser, unprepared. Y minus y1 equals m, which is the slope, times the quantity x minus x1. So you have 1 point, that 1 point being the x1, y1, and then you have your slope m. Okay, so that's what we need. So now we get this idea of standard form, all right? Standard form, an example of it would be, and then where are the problems that we did today in class? This would be an example of standard form. 5x minus 3y equals 12. All right? Standard form is just with both variables on the same side, x and y. You put them in alphabetical order, and the front number, we call that the coefficient in front of the x, needs to be positive whole number. All right? So this number is positive whole number. Always that coefficient in front of the x. In order for it to be standard form, and look at that, my camera and everything just went wonky. There we go. Okay. So now this is standard form. We have slope-intercept form. We have point-slope form. The idea for today is how do I get an x and y intercept from this? Now, part of our lesson is we talked about at the y-intercept, x equals 0. That was a noticing that we had today when we were looking at a graph, okay? But then you also notice that at the x-intercept, y equals 0, right? Those are the noticings that we had, which is important because it really helps us in trying to figure out how do we now use that information to find the x and y intercept. So I'm going to show you. So if you have 5x minus 3y equals 12, and I'm trying to find the x-intercept, that means to find the x-intercept, y's got to equal 0. So that means I'm going to plug in 0 for y. And then solve. 5x equals 12 because negative 3 times 0 is 0, so that x is going to equal 12 fifths. So my x-intercept is at 12 fifths. And this is number 2 from our in-class work. And then to find the y-intercept, that means x has to be 0. Minus 3y equals 12. So this is now going to be negative 3y equals 12, so that y is going to equal negative 4. So that would be the y-intercept. Okay? So all you're doing is building on what we had talked about last chapter, where we are being able to solve for different variables. So for number 3, from the work I gave earlier today, the problem was x minus 7y equals 28. So to find the x-intercept, y's got to be equal to 0, so x minus 7 times 0 equals 28. So x is going to equal 28. That's the x-intercept. Easy peasy. From there, the y-intercept, we know that's when x equals 0. So I'm going to do 0 minus 7y equals 28. So negative 7y equals 28. So that y equals negative 4. Because negative 7 times negative 4 equals 28. And we're done. We have your x and y-intercept. Yay, us. Which then gets us to the last one, 4. Was 4x plus 247y, it's because I'm mean and terrible, gives us 9, right? So we're going to plug in 0. We'll do the x-intercept first. Plug in 0 here, right? So that's going to be 4x plus 247 times 0 equals 9. So 4x equals 9. X equals 9/4. That's going to be your x-intercept. And then for your y-intercept, x has to be 0 plus 247y equals 9. And then you get 247y equals 9. So the y-intercept is this beautiful number, 9 247ths. So pretty. All right. So those were the problems from our classwork today that I told you would be on the video. So there you go. Yay us. They're there. And then I said that there would be another assignment. I said like a couple, and then I said maybe 2 couples, and then I said maybe 3 couples. So I gave you 2 couples of problems, so 4 problems total. And your work, let's see, I'll put it right here. Work would be page 73, numbers 16, 18, 23, 24. All right, guys. I hope you have a good night. Hope this helped, and I'll see you later.